VC, this is Melinda. How are y'all doing tonight? I've decided to go ahead and do an introduction video. I did a couple videos for some contests, and the reception I've been getting is so warm and so kind that I have decided I wanted to go ahead and do an intro video. And if you all could help me out, I've looked up YouTube videos for Melinda Murphy and some really weird stuff comes up. So I'd like to rename my subscriber name. So if y'all have any really good ideas of what I could rename my channel, please let me know and I'd really appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you some bands that I really love and just share with that. And I'll share you a few records. So the first one I'm gonna show is the Rolling Stones. I love the Rolling Stones. I've grew up listening to them. They've had records consistently since I was a kid. I'm showing this one in particular. It's the Hampton Coliseum. I absolutely love these from the Vault series, and I'd love to collect them all. I've only got a couple of them, but this one in particular I wanted to show because Dylan from Noble Records, he recommended a website called blowitout.here.com for records, and I went on there at his recommendation. I found this really good record. It was a really good price. It's 3 LPs and a DVD. So anyway, I really love the Stones. I grew up listening to the Stones. I grew up with listening to, Undercover of the Night, and just a lot of really good songs. Here is the gatefold of this. It opens up really nice, really pretty. Anyway, Start Me Up was a huge hit when I was a kid. Going back now, I really love the really old stuff of theirs, and so I've really enjoyed that. Here is a record. I didn't even expect this, but it's on a really beautiful red vinyl, and there's 3 LPs. I like the song selection of this one, and I think it sounds really good for a live album, and I think they were really doing well. It's very energetic, and I really enjoy the concert. But anyway, Rolling Stones are one of my favorite bands, and I really collect a lot of Rolling Stone records. So maybe in the future I can do a video showing them. Also, I just want to show, I really truly love Paul McCartney and Wings. My mom gave me an incredible gift. When I was a kid, she played the radio. She never had the TV on. The radio was always on. When we were outside, the radio was on outside. So I got to always listen to the radio and just really absorb all the songs. And that was, I just really appreciate that she did that for me because I've really, anyway, I grew up with Wings, grew up listening to Wings and having really great memories. I also have the memory of being a little kid outside playing, and it was summer 1977. And I do remember the day they broke news that Elvis had died on the radio. I still remember that as a kid, sitting outside. Mom was on the swing outside watching us play and hearing that. So anyway, just back to Paul McCartney. I love Paul McCartney's solo work, and I also love Wings. Their music just transports me back to my childhood, and just really love it. So I wanted to share that with you too, that they were very important. Then a newer one that I've really fallen in love with lately is The Glare's Bad. Let me take this off. I really have fallen in love with the Zombies. This record is easily in my top 5 and maybe higher. I love Odyssey and Oracle. I think Colin has the most beautiful voice. I love the way he sings. I think he's just absolutely fantastic. And this is an incredible record, start to finish. It's just the perfect album, songs in the perfect sequence, and just everything about it is really incredible. And this album has inspired me to just collect as much of the Zombies as I can, because now I'm really a big fan. I want to just show you the record of this. My husband surprised me and bought me. This is a Newbury Comics exclusive. I do have another copy of this record. It is a 30-year anniversary copy, and it plays really well. They took it straight from the analog tape, so it has a really great sound to it. I've only seen one other copy, an original, and I could tell the record store owner didn't really want to sell it because the price was really high, and when I asked to look at it, he tried to point me to some other copies of it. So anyway, this is the record. The Newport copy is really pretty. Newbury Comics. Anyway, it's on a really pretty splattered vinyl. So anyway, I really like this record. The Zombies really mean a lot to me, and I'm thankful for collecting vinyl. Had I not collected vinyl, maybe I wouldn't have gotten this deep love for the Zombies that I have. Here's another huge thing that's happened for me as far as collecting vinyl. It has opened me up to so many doors that I was not going into. I'm a girl of the 70s and 80s, so I really listened to just that, but being in the vinyl community has really opened my eyes up to the Beatles. And honestly, you know, of course, everybody knows their songs, but I just didn't really let it in. I don't really know how to explain that. I know it's really weird to Beatle fans, but I just didn't really let them in. But once I started collecting the vinyl and watching these videos of people really just talking about the Beatles all the time, I finally got to a point where I said, okay, I've got to see what they're about, and I've got to know what they're about. So I really started diving in. This is my latest obsession. I just want to show you. I like collecting these. These are from the 1980s, and they're just 45s picture discs. Anyway, they're a lot of fun, and I don't have very many of them at all, and there are a ton of them, but they're very hard to find. I rarely see one. When I do, I grab it and pick it up. Anyway, I really love these, and I love the Beatles. They're probably my second favorite band of all time, and they might even become my number one because they're so much fun to collect, and they really do a good job of promoting the records and sending out new things, deluxe editions, and the Giles Martin things have been so wonderful that I've just been really enjoying those. The next band that I I'm going to show that I really love is Kiss. I love Kiss, and I know that you either love them or you just don't get it with them. I get it, and I love them. I have grown up with them. I was born in the 70s, so at first I was scared of them. So, but they kind of softened their image a little bit with I Was Made for Loving You, and my mom let me have that record. And of course, now going back, I just really love all of them. This is a great album. They've got some really good tunes. And as a Christmas present from my husband, I am going to go see them in concert in March. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've seen them 3 other times, but I've never seen them with their makeup. So I'm very excited to see a show with their makeup. So anyway, Kiss is another big band for me. Okay, this next one is more of a sentimental. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I think they've got great music. But what really sells me on them is they are my daughter's all-time favorite band. And I just want to tell just a quick little story about my daughter. When she was 13 years old, she battled cancer. It was a very deadly form of cancer, but she fought hard, and we had great doctors, a great surgery. The Lord was very good to us, and she came out and she survived. So now she's a 21-year-old. She's moved out of the house, and she does medical research as a job right now. Anyway, her favorite band of all time, in the way that Van Halen is my favorite band of all time, is the Killers. And anyway, I love the Killers too. I loved them before they really became her favorite band. So, but this particular record, I want to show this one because it really means a lot to me. My very favorite Killer song is on here. It's called Here With Me, and I just think it's a beautiful song. They have so many really great records. When she has the complete discography of the Killers, and when she moved out, she took it with her. But I still have this. I found this at a record store, used not very long ago, maybe a couple months ago. I have Direct Hits, which is their greatest hits, and then I have their new one called Wonderful, and I just love I'm the Man. Run for Cover is a really good song, and of course the title track Wonderful is fantastic. So anyway, I'll show you this too because it has a really pretty vinyl. It came on really pretty red vinyl, and I really love it. So anyway, my daughter's favorite band of all time, the Killers, one of my favorite bands, and I really do love them. So and then I'll just show you also this one, Blue Oyster Cult. I am a huge fan of Blue Oyster Cult. Don't Fear the Reaper is absolutely might be my very favorite song right now. I absolutely love it. I know there's cowbells and they tease about that, but I don't care. I think it's a great song. I love them. I love Burning for You. This particular record is very special to me because it's a rarities that they sold at on Record Store Day back in April. But I picked it up because they have a clip of a concert they did back on December 28th, 1980, and they sang the song "I Want You, She's So Heavy" that John Lennon sang on Abbey Road. They did their version of it, and it was in dedication. He had just died a few days before on the 8th. So anyway, I had to have this. I wanted, and I think they did a good job. It's not as good as John Lennon's, of course, because John Lennon has the most incredible voice. But anyway, I really like Blue Oyster Cult, and that's another band that I have a lot of records of and I really enjoy. And also, as far as the records go on Blue Oyster Cult, this is a really pretty pressing. Record Store Day always comes through with really beautiful records, and this is a 2 LP set, and it was just, I really love it. They also have some really good records as far as versions of Don't Fear the Reaper. I'm really glad that they improved on it, but I like hearing the bones of the song, and the bones of the song was on this one, and I really enjoy that. Another very great artist that I really love is Tom Petty. Love Tom Petty. I think he's fantastic. And I was so sad last year when he passed away. Shocked too. He passed away, and then a few days after that, I had to put down my dog, who was my very best friend. So I was just heartbroken over that too. So I kind of connect the two together. Tom Petty has been a part of my life. I mean, I remember being a kid at the roller rink, skating to "Don't Do Me Like That," and then working in a bakery and hearing the song "I Won't Back Down" and "Free Fallin'." He's been a part of my life, and I've just always enjoyed him. And also on this album, I've got a first press of this, and if you look in the dead wax on the first presses, they have "I Heart JL," and that means "I Love John Lennon." They put that in dedication after John Lennon passed away. And I think that's really cool, and it's also a good way to look and see if you have a first press of this album. So Tom Petty's one of my favorites. And then finally, of course, I have to have this video and show my favorite band of all time, Van Halen. I love Van Halen. This is a promotional copy, and I wanted to show this record because I just think the picture is really cool. But Van Halen, what started it for me with Van Halen was I was 11 or 12 years old, and my mom would let us listen to Dick Clark's Top 40 Countdown Sunday nights when we were supposed to be in bed sleeping. She would let us listen to it, and we were supposed to be sleeping, but we weren't. We stayed and listened. And I remember hearing the song Pretty Woman. I was 11 years old, and I just really thought, wow, that is an incredible song, and I was just blown away. I didn't really know Van Halen very much. I had seen them in like Tiger Beat magazine or something because he was dating Valerie Bertinelli and ended up marrying Valerie Bertinelli. Eddie did. But anyway, I didn't really know anything else about him at that point. But anyway, the Pretty Woman song caught my attention, and then the album 1984 really did it in. It was just a fantastic album, and I just connect with them. I don't really know how else to describe it. I just really love their music. I love Dave. I love Sammy. But, you know, if I had to choose, I would choose Dave. I think Dave's probably the best, and the music is probably my favorite. But I guess really, truly my answer would be Eddie, because that's what makes Van Halen anyway. So, okay, well, this is, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I just wanted to go ahead and show you, I really appreciate all the comments and the positive response to just the couple videos I have out. And anyway, I hope that lets you know a little bit more about who I am. I have a lot more favorites, and I'll go ahead and be showing some other videos in the future. But anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.